In today's video, I'm gonna review this detailing cart. Well, it's a utility cart, but we use for detailing. I'm gonna let you know how I use it and if I recommend it for you, whether you're mobile based or shop based. And I kind of want to get into the habit of creating videos under like 5 minutes where I review a product, because a lot of times for products, you don't have to go overboard with it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So we actually purchased this cart from Car Supplies Warehouse. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested. But you could also purchase something similar to this at Home Depot, at Lowe's. So don't think it's specific to where I bought it from. Just get something, you know, relative close to this. Now, one thing I do like that I recommend you get is to get this bottle holder right here, because if you don't have this part and you just have the bottles on top, as soon as you move the cart, all the bottles are gonna move around and a lot of them are gonna fall. So the one that I purchased, this was $135, I believe, and it comes with this little bottle holder. If you're gonna use more bottles, it would make sense to get 2 of them or to take up this whole spot with the bottle holders. But for us, like in the 104 unit, we actually have more bottles, so it kind of overflows a bit. But for here, it's enough. And then we have our interior toolkit right here. Now, it's not so much on the setup or what we have on here. I just wanna go over the cart in itself. So obviously, it's a 3-shelf system. In the bottom here, we have our air mover, so our air blower. So what we do is we have it wrapped onto this part here. That way, when we actually turn it on, all we have to do is just get the electrical reel and then connect it here, and then we move the cart around to wherever we want to move the blower. This blower actually brings casters. I don't have them anymore, nor do I care for them, because it works just to put it on this cart and move it around. So in that regard, that's what we do. In the other unit, we don't have the blower on the cart because we have it somewhere separate. So it's a little different, but again, it's not so much how we have it set up or what we're using for it. It's just the cart itself. So this is great to kind of just stay organized. Now, I do see some mobile detailers use it out in the field. I don't know how I feel about that, just because like we have a pretty big van that we can fit this easily. But I've never really been the one to want to actually have a cart out there moving it around the driveway or an open street or like a small area, just because it seems very cumbersome. So I personally have never needed this out in the field in a mobile job. So I myself personally would never use one, nor have I ever had the urge to use it out in the field. But in a shop setting, when you have everything controlled and you can put what you most use on this cart, it makes a lot of sense. So as far as mobile use, I don't really see a big use case for that. But as far as shop case, yes, this thing works out fantastic. Now, aside from the air blower, we also have our pump sprays here. There's no specific order. It's just we have like our interior drill gun here, some brushes, the tire applicator, and our gloves. So to not get that in the way, we put them down here. They're basically equally spaced out, so whichever way I wanted to put it, it would work. We just so happen to put the pump sprayers down there. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward process. Over here, we have our interior toolkit, which I highly do recommend that you get some type of interior tool bag. Not necessarily this one, but I'll have it linked down below, because you can put all your interior brushes in one spot and hold everything. So we have our scrub mitts, our brushes, we have our pet hair removers, we have our other sorts of brushes, and it just keeps everything nice and organized on a small section of a even more organized system right here. So definitely recommend the cart, and definitely recommend the bottle placeholders, and definitely recommend a tool bag for your interior. But that's gonna wrap up the video right there. Keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Again, I'll have the links down for just about most of the things that I mentioned here. I'll actually have it linked down below. Let me know if you have a detailing cart, and do you actually use one out in the field? It's just, that seems very cumbersome, especially for like the areas that we're in. They're either like tight spaces or, you know, just whatever the case, it doesn't seem ideal to have a cart out there. But let me know if you do use one, and if you do and it makes sense, maybe I need to change my mind and try it out. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.